Hello and welcome back to Mimi's Flute Tips. I hope you're having a really fun and musical spring and enjoying playing your flute. It was very interesting to read your questions to my Instagram survey about what tips you'd like to see or what topics you'd like to see me discuss in my videos. And there were a lot of questions about intonation. Some were general, some were specific. So I thought I would just begin discussing this topic, perhaps do it over a few videos. So starting with the most general ideas about how to play in tune and how to work on intonation on the flute, the fundamental thing we have to do, of course, is listen. Listening is just the core skill that we have to develop in playing flute, playing music, playing any instrument really. And for flute, it's very interesting because intonation is very much like intonation when you're singing, in that we can place the intonation, the pitch of any given note, sharp, flat, in tune, in addition to our tendencies. So that's why listening, both to be in tune with yourself and also to be in tune with what's going on around you as a one-line player. If you're playing a piece of chamber music or orchestral music or anything where you're not by yourself, there's a context that we have to hear. And so I think it's really important to understand your line that you're playing in any given moment in the harmonic and contrapuntal context, which helps with intonation. Now we're going to start digging down into the specifics. Some of you asked how to practice your pitch and how to use the tuner. I practice with my metronome and my tuner all the time. I often joke, don't leave home without them. Of course, many of you will use apps on your phone for your metronome and tuner. I'm still a bit old-fashioned with that. I actually have a separate metronome and tuner from my phone. But anyway, the idea is that you use it as a tool to improve your listening, not relying on your tuner just visually. Am I sharp? Am I flat? Am I okay? It's really to develop those skills within your own ear. And so how can you do that? I think it's really important to practice your long tones every day with your tuner and any other slow exercise you have. And the tuner will register if you're playing slow music, or if you take any music and play it slower, which you probably do as part of your practice anyway, and referring to the tuner really helps with that. But again, it's really useful to use the tuner as a tool for developing your ear. So don't just play and look at it all the time. It's kind of nice sometimes to have it on and play your music and then check in with it. That also helps as you play, if your flute is warming up or the temperature is changing, that you don't migrate to another place with your intonation, and the tuner can just help keep you centered, but also train your ear to recognize when you're in tune.